background of the study, the science of mathematics is concerned with the logic of form, quantity, and arrangement. Math is present in every aspect of our life. All in our daily life is built on it, including mobile device, ancient and modern architecture, art, wealth, and engineering, and even sports. The objective of the research of the mathematics students is to identify students' profile analysis, second, to investigate students' mathematics grades, and lastly, to observe causes that affect students' grades.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ina Izzati binti Muhammad Rizwan. My metric number is 280850. Today, I would like to explain our methodology in our report. So for the introduction, what is methodology? It refers to the practical how of any given speech. So what we have to find is what data to collect, who to collect it from, how to collect it, and how to analyze it. Our main objective in our report is to identify students' profile analysis, to investigate students' mathematics grade, to observe the causes that affect students' grade. Our type of research is descriptive research in nature, which is focused more on what research subject and what are the subject being researched. So for our cases, it refers to the number of students in mathematics courses. We collected secondary data from sample of 150 students between female and male students at the age of 15 until 18 years old. As the result that we get from our survey, students are required to fill the form that include their gender, age, parents' job, travel time, and activities, and so on, as what we could see in the table below, that we get variable, and the measurement scale. So all the information are collected using both quantitative and qualitative data. After the result, we'll discuss and form a graph from the data.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nina Jamin Jumat Rafai, metric number 280830. So I will continue with students profile analysis. For the first one is students sex or students gender. So we have 77 female students and 73 male students. For female students, which occupied 51%, and for male students is 49%. Secondly, for the student's age, we take the range from 15 years old to 22 years old. So for 15 years old students, we have 52.67%, which is 79 students. Secondly, we have 16 years old students, which occupied 40% with 60 students. Continue with 17 years old students, which have 8 students. And 18 years old, we have 2 students, and the last one is 19 years old students, we have only 1 student. For the mother's job of 150 mathematics students, the highest frequency of their mother's job is other, which is 52, that occupied 34%. Secondly, services, which occupied with 29% with 43 mothers. And the least value of mother's job is health, which occupied only 11% with 16 mothers. For the result of father's job for 150 mathematics students, the highest frequency for father's job is other, like mother's job, which occupied 52% with 79 fathers. Second highest frequency for father's job is service, which occupied 25% with 37 fathers. And the list of result for father's job is health, only 12 fathers, which occupied only 8%. We move to the last part, which is analysis related to the topic. So for the first one is weekly study time of mathematics students based on their age. The mean only take the range from 1.5 to 2.15. So the highest mean for weekly study time is 2.151899, that represent to the 15 years old students, which means they only took 2 to 5 hours about study time. So the highest standard deviation is on 15 years old students too, which 0.975187, and standard deviation for 19 years old students didn't show because they only have one student. For the number of school absent, we take based on your age. So the highest mean for number of school absent is 7.5, that represent to 17 years old students. This means that the students take the highest number of days to not go to the school, and the highest standard deviation is 16 years old students, which is 8.49 for 997. This means that the value is further from the mean.
Based on the bar chart, we can clearly see that the mathematics students of the age 15 years old has a higher mean score among the other batch. The mean ranking followed by 16, 17, 19 and 18 years old. While for the standard deviation, 16 years old show the highest variation data. On the bar chart, the highest mean score is 15 years old student. The lowest mean score is a student with the age of 18 years old, while for the standard deviation, 17 years old shows the highest variation data. Based on the bar chart, 15 years old students has a higher mean score among the other batch. The mean ranking followed by 16, 19, 17 and 18 years old, while for standard deviation, 15 years old students also shows the highest variation data among the other students.
Next is percentage of students that have romantic relationship. We take the result from a yes or no answer from the students. Okay, the highest value of the result is no, which represent 117 students, and the yes is 33 students. The no result is represent 78% of the whole mathematics students, and the yes result is 33 students, which represent 22%. The last analysis that we made for mathematics students is their current head status. We take the result based on their gender, which is male and female students. The highest mean is male students, which is 4.041096. This means that the male students have the good condition of their current head status. And the highest standard deviation represent to female students, which is 1.535633. It means that the female students have the highest variation of data. That's all from our group. Thank you.
Conclusion: based on the profile analysis, we can see that many of the mothers and fathers occupation of the mathematics students are other with the highest frequency, while the least job of the mother and fathers of the student have is at home. The analysis related to factors influencing mathematics students to get a good grades. We can see that the mathematics student with the age of the 15 years old use their study time better than other batch. And lastly, most of the students do not involve in a romantic relationship. It's obviously shown that relative frequency for the result no is higher than yes.